Check 1 2 1 2 with the can't go right there. You know, old school '80s style. I see you.
That's right. LL just sent me this.
Right? What? My radio. That's what's up. Hey, but listen up. Here we go. So, Gogi family, what's going on? How's everybody doing today on this Sunday? Hope everybody's doing well, blessed, and just living it up, enjoying that California heat because it's hot out there, fellas. Everybody stay hydrated and get your hat and sunscreen and stay safe, everybody. But today we're talking about, it's our last day in the reality check, right? And so we talked about that last week a little bit, not being overburdened by our failures, if you will, or when we miss the mark. We take 2 steps back, but we're still 8 steps ahead. And tomorrow we're going to be stepping into that ultimate freedom. And so ultimate freedom to me is that space where I get to choose, right? I lived a life of addiction for 20 plus odd years, and addiction and substance use disorder, at the heart of it, it's self-centered, right? It's self-centeredness. And so now moving out of that life of addiction and that life of substance use disorder into my ultimate freedom, I get to choose. Being free is up to me. Living a life of service, right? That is the antithesis of self-centeredness. I stop caring about myself first and start caring about others first. And when I start doing that, now things start to become a little bit different for me. Remember, we're in the tools of creation. I'm creating my new future. I'm creating my freedom. And remember, being free, it's up to me. And I can be internally free. I'm still in prison. I'm still bound by these fences, right? As I've said before, I'm geographically challenged. But in my heart and in my mind, I'm a free man. I get to choose, even in the midst of this place right here, I get to choose to be kind to people. I get to choose to show up in my community the way I want to show up in my community. No one has that power over me any longer. I get to choose that. And you know what? I choose to do that with all people to the best of my ability. Because you know what? When I start doing that, it's going to bring my community up. And in the Bible, it says, Paul talks about in Romans, he says that, if your enemy is thirsty or your enemy is hungry, give them something to drink and give them something to eat, because when you do that, it's like pouring hot coals on their head, because they don't know how to receive that love. They're like, wait a minute, I hate you. Why are you loving me? You see, that's what this walk does. That's what this walk does. It's contrary to what man thinks it is. And so when I'm pleasing God, I'm pleasing man much, much more. And so that ultimate freedom, folks, is just that internal choice to be of service, to get out of that self-centeredness and think of others greater than I think of myself. And it's a beautiful place to be. And I just want to wish all of you a happy Sunday and that ultimate freedom week coming up. And, ultimate freedom is not just 1 week out of every quarter, folks. It's an all the time thing. You get to choose it. Thank you so much. Love you all. Gogi for life.